Jesus became flesh. The Bible says the word became flesh. John writes this, and he could have used any Greek word he wanted for flesh. This is really cool. He chooses the word sarx. He could have used soma, which means embodied. He could have used the word bios, which means living, right? Bios, the word became a biological entity. The word became soma, became an embodied persona. But he uses sarx. The Greek word sarx means weakness. And think about that. The word, God of glory, became weakness. He couldn't get any more weaker than making himself flesh. And so he took on flesh. He became beneath us. The only one who can save you is Jesus, because he got below all of us. Jesus isn't sticking his hand down and pulling you up. He's getting beneath you and lifting you up. He lowered himself, took on the form of a servant. You can't get any lower. Jesus was he took on the personification of his lowest life you could basically get. Born in a barn, slept outside, right? You name it. Had rumors over him his whole life. His whole life. We know who our dad is, but who's yours, right? You illegitimate child of a teenage mother, right? That was the rumor around Jesus his whole life. He took on our disdain. He took on our reputation. He took on our weakness. He took on our brokenness. And that's why the Bible says he is able to save to the uttermost. Aren't you glad? Come on. For what God did, Jesus did what the law could not do, because the law was weak because of the flesh. By sending his own son in the likeness of sinful flesh, he condemned sin in the flesh. He became weakness to destroy the weakness within the flesh. You understand that? To destroy it. And he destroys the weakness of the flesh so that he can put strength in us, in order that the righteous requirement of the law might be filled, for those who do not walk according to that flesh anymore, but according to the Spirit.